Alright, welcome back to another one. Today I'm going to give you the update on this wolf athlete from Supps. Right, well it's been a month, well it's been a bit over a month actually, but I'm finally going to let you know my experience with this. So Wolf Athlete, a comprehensive athlete support, daily endurance formula, promises to help with performance, endurance, joint health, recovery, general well-being, all the good stuff. So did I feel any of those things? You bet I did. Now Tom, the main man at Wolf Supps, before I got this stuff, he said to me, and I quote, "You're gonna love it. The only drawback is it's going to be an extra bill every month." And I thought, wow, he's really fucking confident about that. I mean, you know, it was good to see, but yeah, that's really confident. I gotta say, Tom, you fucking bang on. I do love this stuff. It's excellent. I had a really good experience with this. Well, let's get into it. So, after only 3 days, I started to feel the effects of this. After 3 days, I started to feel like a new man. I was very fucking surprised at how quickly this stuff got to work on me. Yeah, after just a few days, I could feel my aches and pains starting to, well, not disappear, but they were starting to fade. And I injured myself pretty bad a few weeks before getting this stuff. Deadlifting, I strained something really bad in my leg and I didn't think it was going to heal up at all. After a week with this, it just went. And I know it sounds quite far-fetched, you know, just a product that's going to get rid of your aches and pains, but holy shit, I was so surprised. I mean, I was limping around for a couple of weeks thinking, shit, I've really done myself some damage. And yeah, it could have been the Wolf Athlete, or it could have just been my body healing as it would. But the recovery just seemed to speed up so much quicker with this in the mix. After only a week, even my social interactions started to improve. Dealing with customers at work, just work in general, I was so much better at it. You know, I felt more on the ball. My performance in the gym started to improve. You know, I started looking forward to going back to the gym again because I felt rejuvenated. I felt so much better than I did before starting the Wolf Athlete. It was quite amazing actually. You know, I looked forward to, you know, the next day and the next day because I felt this improvement in myself. And yeah, I just wanted to see how it felt after a few weeks. I was like, wow, this is really making a difference to me. And I thought it was like it's like a miracle in a tub, actually. After about 3 weeks, things started to level out a little bit and it was less of a ascension, but yeah, I'm up to here now. This is a good level and yeah, feeling really good every single day. Now I gave the flavor about a 7 out of 10 and for what it's masking, you know, it does a really good job, the mushrooms, etc. But after a couple of weeks of drinking this, it started to turn on me. I started to not look forward to drinking it, you know, regardless of the good effects. I was just feeling a bit sick when I was drinking this first thing in the morning. The effects were great, but I think if I was to be drinking this every single day, I would just like the flavor to be a bit sweeter, just something nicer to drink. Not saying it's disgusting, but like I said, after a couple of weeks, I was just not looking forward to drinking it. So I think that was the only downside to this. Ooh, gas.
Gas. I get a little gas from time to time, that's all.
That was something that I found to be happening quite often after drinking this stuff is, yeah, a bit gassy. I won't go into detail, but, you know, that's enough. Not a problem, not for me anyway. So the biggest question with this one isn't, is it worth it? It's more like, are you worth it? Because if you want to feel good, if you want to get rid of some of those aches and pains and just feel like a better version of yourself, then I would definitely recommend you at least try it once. I would definitely buy a tub. And if you feel the improvements that I felt, now I'm not an unfit guy, I'm not in terrible shape, you know, it could be better, of course, but I felt so much healthier and so much better on this stuff than without it. So if that worked for me so well, then I would definitely recommend it to you. Just give it a try. I think, you know, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But if you get to feel how I felt, bring it on. You love it. Just like what Tom said to me, you're gonna love it. Now, even with the discount code, this is an expensive product. But if you were to break it down and if you were to put $5 or $10 onto each of these ingredients per month, if you were going to take them all, I mean, you got your beta-alanine, let's just say a fiver, a tenner. Collagen, tenner. Creatine, tenner a month, thereabouts. Betaine, I don't know. Cordyceps, shiitake, turmeric, I don't know, maybe £5-10 each. Turmeric's pretty cheap. Glucosamine. If you were to add all of these up, it would come to more than $50. Now, Wolf Supps do a subscription with this, so if you sign up for that, you get it for $40, and it gets delivered to you every month. So you're saving $10 a month there. So that's an option. Now, another option to keep things, you know, cheaper for you potentially is by splitting the dose, and I think you can do that with this. The dosages are high enough that you could get away with doing half a scoop every day and getting 2 months out of a tub. Now, obviously, I don't expect Wolf Supps to like me, you know, guiding you that way. Obviously, they want to get a tub sold every month, but I think that you could make this stretch for 2 months by taking half a scoop because the dosages are so good. I think you could do that. And that's going to save you a bit of money, and I still think you're going to get some good benefits from that. Just because you're not taking the whole dose every day, I don't think that's going to make too much of a difference. I think if you, as long as you're consistent with it, I think you could split it up a bit. And that's about it, really. I really enjoyed this product. I would improve the flavor. If I have to be picky on this, because it's such an expensive product, I think if you're going to be drinking it every day, you're going to be wanting something that's delicious and something you look forward to drinking. I didn't look forward to drinking this just because the flavor turned on me after a couple of weeks. But that is literally my only complaint with this. Everything else, so good. The way it made me feel to the way it helped me perform in the gym. And if you suffer from the same things that I do, aches, pains, this could be the answer. So there we go. Get on the fucking case, and I'll see you in the next one.